The notion that global warming is a satanic mission to undermine Jesus may seem like an unfounded and far-fetched claim, but it is a perspective held by some individuals who believe that the forces of darkness are at work to destroy God's creation and thwart the divine plan. According to this viewpoint, the enemy of God, Satan, is using the issue of global warming to lead humanity away from the path of righteousness and towards a path of destruction and chaos. Proponents of this idea argue that the Bible warns of a time when the earth will face severe environmental disasters, including intense heat, droughts, and natural catastrophes, which are all hallmarks of global warming. They point to passages such as Revelation 11:18, which speaks of a time when God will destroy those who destroy the earth, and Isaiah 24:4-6, which describes a desolate earth ravaged by human sin. By promoting a lifestyle that prioritizes economic growth and consumption over environmental stewardship, Satan is allegedly manipulating humanity into destroying the very planet that God created for us to inhabit. Furthermore, some believe that the push for renewable energy and sustainable practices is not just about saving the planet, but also about undermining the traditional values and institutions that are rooted in Christian teachings. The emphasis on individualism, self-reliance, and limited government intervention, which are core tenets of conservative Christianity, is seen as being at odds with the collective action and global cooperation required to address the issue of global warming. By promoting a radical environmental agenda, Satan is supposedly seeking to erode the moral fabric of society and create a world that is hostile to Christian values. Additionally, the idea of climate change as a satanic mission to undermine Jesus is linked to the concept of spiritual warfare, which holds that the world is a battleground between good and evil forces. In this context, the issue of global warming is not just a scientific or environmental problem, but a symptom of a deeper spiritual struggle. The efforts to address climate change, such as the Paris Agreement and the Green New Deal, are seen as attempts to impose a secular, humanistic worldview that rejects the authority of God and the teachings of the Bible. It is also worth noting that some Christian leaders have explicitly linked the issue of global warming to the work of Satan. For example, some have argued that the emphasis on environmentalism is a form of idolatry, where the creation is worshipped instead of the Creator. Others have suggested that the push for sustainable practices is a form of socialism or communism, which is seen as being incompatible with Christian values. By framing the issue of global warming in these terms, these leaders are able to tap into a deeper sense of fear and mistrust among their followers, who may see the issue as a threat to their faith and their way of life. In conclusion, while the idea that global warming is a satanic mission to undermine Jesus may seem like a fringe perspective, it reflects a deeper anxiety and mistrust among some Christians about the role of environmentalism in modern society. By framing the issue of climate change in spiritual terms, proponents of this viewpoint are able to tap into a rich vein of biblical imagery and theological themes, and to mobilize a sense of urgency and moral purpose among their followers. Whether or not one agrees with this perspective, it is clear that the issue of global warming has become a highly charged and deeply personal issue, one that reflects fundamental disagreements about the nature of God, humanity, and the earth.